on NBC. NBC Sports, in association with TBS, presents the best of college basketball. Today from Carmichael Fieldhouse, it's the Wildcats of Villanova against the North Carolina Tar Heels. Brought to you by Budweiser. For all you do, this Bud's for you. By the new AIS American Bell. We're here. We can help. By Chevrolet. Chevrolet is USA One, and USA One is taking charge. And by Ryder Truck Rental, the best truck money can rent or lease. Defending champion North Carolina Tar Heels, Carmichael Arena. Sold out, 10,000 plus. It's the Tar Heels, currently number one in the nation. They've won 18 in a row against the Villanova Wildcats from the Big East with a very fine 16-4 record. Hello, everyone, and welcome to more of the best of college basketball on NBC. I'm Dick Enberg along with Al McGuire. We've been looking forward to this game all season long.
It'll be an exciting game. Both teams have no weaknesses. They're mature clubs, the type to get to the Final Four. They got the point guards, they got the shooters, and they got the glass eaters, Dick.
North Carolina on Thursday night extended their winning streak to 18 in a row when their sensational sophomore, Michael Jordan, made this steal in the final minute, then raced to the basket. His slam dunk gave Carolina a one-point win over Virginia. The Cavaliers had led by 16 earlier in the second half. Now it's the Villanova Wildcats that provide the opposition. How can Villanova win today?
Yes, they can definitely win because they can be a letdown at North Carolina. What Villanova has to do is kick the ball inside. They got to get second shots on the offensive board, and they can't turn the ball over to the Tar Heels' pressure.
Now, these two teams met in the Eastern Regional Championship last year in the NCAA, and North Carolina won that game 70-60. We're going to see some outstanding individual players. In the middle, it'll be Pannone, the Bear for Villanova, matched against Perkins of North Carolina.
Well, the Bear's more of a lunch pail type of player. Kick back to George Mikan days. He puts a lot of body on you, plays with muscle, a lot of determination.
And we will have the starting lineups. North Carolina and Villanova from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, in just a moment.
Introducing the starting lineup for today's game. First, the Wildcats of Villanova. A forward, 6'7", number 21, freshman from Mystic, Connecticut, Harold Presley. At forward, 6'9", number 54, a sophomore from Bronx, New York, Ed Pinckney. At the center, a 6'8" senior wearing number 45 from Wethersfield, Connecticut, John Pannone. At guard, number 10, 6'3" senior from Brooklyn, New York, Stuart Granger. The other guard, number 33, 6'6" sophomore from Worcester, Massachusetts, Dwayne McClain. And the coach of the Wildcats, Roland Massimino. And now, your North Carolina Tar Heels. At forward, 6'8" junior from East Meadow, New York, wearing number 44, Matt Doherty. At forward, 6'9" junior from Latham, New York, number 41, Sam Perkins. Center, a freshman wearing number 42, 6'11", from Black Mountain, Brad Doherty. Number 23 at guard, 6'6" sophomore from Wilmington, North Carolina, Michael Jordan. And the other guard, number 24, 6'6" senior from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Jim Braddock. And the coach of the Tar Heels, Dean Smith.
Dean Smith, who finally captured that elusive national championship last March in New Orleans, Louisiana Superdome. His teams now have won 20 or more games, 13 consecutive years, an NCAA record. The Tar Heels match their #1 ranking against this pretty evenly matched starting fives in terms of height and size. Presley, Pannone, Pinckney, Granger, McClain for Villanova, Jordan, Braddock, Doherty, and Perkins for Carolina. Carolina in the white with the light blue, Villanova the dark blue and white. We're set to go. Pannone captures the opening tip for Villanova. This is Stuart Granger, the all-time assist leader in Villanova history. Outside, Presley, inside Pannone, a nice feed to Pinckney. Can't hit the reverse layup. And a jump ball, that'll go to North Carolina. They tie it up, and it's Carolina's turn. Carolina comes down court. Braddock. Jordan, Michael Jordan, just a sophomore. He'll make many All-America teams in his second year here in North Carolina.
Playing a 1-3-1 press.
Braddock with a loose ball.
They'll trap the ball in the corner.
Matt Doherty. Baseline to Brad Doherty. He's only 17. This is Michael Jordan. Rebound to Presley. Here come the Villanova Cats. Just underway in Chapel Hill. Villanova with the snow in the east, arriving here about midnight. McLean, not there. Perkins rebounds for North Carolina. Here comes Braddock.
Sitting back in the zone. It's a 2-3 zone now.
1 minute, 15 seconds have been played. No score. Number 1, Carolina against 12th rated Villanova. Good ball movement by Carolina. Testing that Villanova defense, looking for the hole. No clock, no three-point play. Doherty misses. And here comes Pinckney with a rebound off the Granger. Long pass to McLean. And the foul is against Carolina's Doherty for blocking.
It looked to me that McLean was airborne and then Doherty stepped in.
Dwayne McLean will go to the line, the sophomore from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Here he goes. Commits himself to the air. Kind of defending himself. You can't move like that. You got to take the punishment. Here's another angle. See him move his left arm up in the air to protect himself? That's a no-no. When you stand up there, you got to be like a defensive lineman. You got to take the punishment.
Dwayne McLean averaging 8.5 points a game. Shooting just under 70% from the line. The officials are Paul Hausman, Jim Sylvester, Jerry Muncie from the ACC, the ECAC, and the Big Ten. 2-0 Villanova.
Looks like they couldn't make up their mind. They took one official from the ACC, one from the ECAC, so they balanced it out with a Big Ten guy who happens to be Jerry Muncie.
Brad Doherty will trigger the inbounds pass as Villanova pressures in backcourt. Matt Doherty brings it down. Michael Jordan.
Time to get the ball into Sam Perkins. He's an unbelievable outside shot for his size.
There's Perkins. 2 minutes, 10 seconds gone. 2-0 Villanova. Really jamming up the inside against Perkins. Braddock, not there. Rebound Pannone, a 3-on-1 break for Villanova. Granger to Pannone. It's 4-0.
Picture break. Pulled up at the foul line, kicked it off to the left. Surprised to see Pannone in that fast break. He's quicker than people think he is.
Crowd here at Carmichael Auditorium. Partisan Carolina crowd getting itchy. Their team down 4-0. And there's the first Villanova foul, although Dwayne McLean thought he had made the steal. Let's go back to the
Here they go in the break. Now watch him kick it to the left here. And there goes the Bear.
Pannone, 6'8", 230, senior. He has led Villanova in scoring all 4 years with the Cats.
And he likes big games, Dick.
Nearly 3 minutes gone. Jordan looking for the first Tar Heel point. It's not there. Rebound to Presley. Granger hustling down court.
Carolina's ripe for an upset after beating Virginia here.
It was such an emotional come from behind win on Thursday night when it appeared the Cavaliers had it wrapped up. Carolina score in Virginia, like 23-5 down the stretch. It's Neal. Braddock. And it goes off the chest and chin of Michael Jordan, out of bounds to Villanova. Three and a half minutes gone, and the home team, North Carolina, has been shut out thus far. That is most unusual. Granger double team, almost stolen by Doherty. Presley. Rebound, Brad Doherty, stolen by Pinckney, and he scores, and he is fouled. Gets the bucket.
Plays up in the rim a little bit, comes right back down. They were anticipating a fast break, North Carolina, that time. Never leave until you're sure you got the ball.
So a chance for the three-point play for Pinckney. It would give Villanova a 7-0 lead. 7-0, the visitors from the main line in Philadelphia. 4 minutes gone.
They went back to a 1-3-1 pressure trap here.
Carolina is without its best outside shooter. Braddock can't hit. Buzz Peterson, he was the man who made something like 7 in a row to beat LSU. Doherty finally scores at the 15:41 mark. Doherty makes it 7-2. Buzz Peterson was injured in the Virginia game, required knee surgery on Friday, and is watching the game in his hospital room here in the campus today. Granger can't hit, and the foul underneath against North Carolina. Perkins. Foul is called on Sam Perkins. And we have a timeout. 15 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the first half here at the University of North Carolina. Villanova snowbound and
regional matchups: UCLA, Cal, Georgetown, Pittsburgh, or Michigan State, Illinois. Followed by the place to be for professional golf. This week, the Andy Williams San Diego Open, only on NBC Sports.
Villanova 7, North Carolina 2, the score. 4.5 minutes gone. And it's Villanova's ball. McLean will play it in from underneath the Cats basket. Granger to Pinckney. Beautifully constructed alley-oop. Granger assisting Ed Pinckney, who has 5 points, and it's 9-2 Villanova.
They got a blanket on Sam Perkins there, and he's in good position now.
Perkins, and he was fouled. Presley, the freshman, reaching in, number 21.
Watch, this is a set play on and out of bounds, and on the baseline now, here he comes.
That was on Harold Presley.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, give credit to Stuart Granger here. Ball was put in the right place at the right time.
5 minutes have been played. North Carolina trailing here at home, 9-2 to Villanova. Inside to Perkins. A little jump hook to Perkins. It's 9-4.
That shot is unstoppable. Not even Ralph Sampson has too much luck stopping that one. There's a trap.
He traveled.
Watch Sam the man now on this baby hook. I used to call him the rubber man. He doesn't like that, the way he stretches out.
Perkins, a junior, career average over 15 a game. Foul on McLean. Dean Smith has made his first substitution. Number 25, Steve Hale, a freshman from Jenks, Oklahoma. His dad was the former coach at Oral Roberts, has come into the lineup. Smith, the 5th best winning percentage in college basketball, major college basketball history. comes out of the Villanova lineup. And the other McLean is in. That's Jordan saving it. Gary McLean, 22, makes his first appearance for the Wildcats.
He's very quick. He up-tempos the game. Watch how he'll play defense on Hale.
Hale. And Doherty.
Should be no problem getting to Sam now because they're playing man-to-man.
Perkins against Pinckney. It's 9-6.
You better go back to your zone or Mr. Perkins will burn you, Villanova.
Boy, this game is a real pea patch. You got Pannone and Pinckney and Presley. The front line, all P's for Villanova. And Perkins for Carolina. There's Pinckney. He's got 7 points. 11-6. 13:31 remaining first half.
Now they're back in the zone. Sam will have to shoot from the outside.
Michael Jordan. Great pass to Doherty. And a foul is called on Granger. His first.
Watch Sam here. Again, once he gets the ball with his back to the basket and turns, he's an unbelievable shooter. Down the other end, we'll catch this Pinckney, who's got a lucky pass that time. Inside automatic.
At the line, youngest man on the court, Brad Doherty, as Roland Massimino feels that should not have been a shooting foul. 11-7. Warren Martin at the line. His first point. And Martin makes it 11-8.
Again now, this is the problem. The Cats have to bring the ball up court without turning it over. If they turn it over, North Carolina State will stay #1 in the country. If they don't turn the ball over, they'll have to reevaluate the order of the best 10 in the country.
John Pannone blocked by Martin and recovered by Granger.
Martin, 6'11".
Pannone against Martin again. Can't get it away. Granger. Rebound to Presley. Pannone. Presley. Pinckney rams it home. 13-8.
I'm surprised they didn't call a technical on that, Dick. He grabbed the rim. Nice pass work.
Pinckney leads all scorers with 9.
They're laying off Hale, top of the key there. He's the substitute.
Michael Jordan. This is Hale. Perkins comes outside. He is as fine a 20-foot shooter as Carolina has.
Hale has to put it up. They're floating off him.
Deflected out of bounds to North Carolina. Mike Mulquin, a senior, number 25, comes into the Villanova lineup.
Now watch to see if he grabs the rim on this dunk shot. He comes off the rebound. There, see that? That should be a tee.
Timeout has been called here on the campus of North Carolina. Here as you take a second look, Pinckney's stuff. 12 minutes remaining, first half. And Villanova will be picking our most valuable player later in the game. Exactly 8 minutes have been played. Villanova 13, North Carolina 8. Let's go back to the loss of Buzz Peterson. North Carolina losing their best outside shooter. How will that affect them going down the stretch as they defend that national championship?
Well, you're watching it right now. Hale's a nice ball player, but he doesn't have the PT, the playing time. And inside the Villanova zone, they're sloughing off Hale. Now Hale's going to have to put the ball up. He's hesitant. He doesn't want to put it up. But for Carolina to continue their streak, a lot depends on this young kid now.
Hale, the freshman, has the ball now. Inside to Perkins. Rebound Pinckney. He's averaging over 9 a game. McLean brings it down.
Surprise zone, 2-3.
Mike Mulquin, his first shot, not there. Rebound Jordan. 6'6" sophomore. And Doherty. Carolina trailing by 5. 8.5 minutes gone. Perkins over
greatest basketball player ever to graduate from Chapel Hill. He missed a tip on one side then, Dick, and was like a rubber band to back up on the other side and got it in.
That cuts Villanova's lead to 3. Granger inside Pinckney, back to Granger. Stuart Granger, the senior from Brooklyn, has his first bucket. 15-10 Villanova as we approach the midpoint of this first half. The high lob was about 2 feet too high even for Michael Jordan. Let's go back to Jordan's tip.
I know, watch him. He comes in the left side off Sam's shot. I watch someone climb over there. All right, he misses that. Now he just goes right back up and taps it in backwards off the window.
Made it look so easy.
The great ones do.
Jim Braddock is back in for Carolina. Michael Jordan giving a breather.
Nice patience by the Wildcats there. They've got to be able not to turn the ball over.
Granger inside to Pannone, working the baseline. Volkwin out there, gets his own rebound and scores. He got around Doherty.
Matt Doherty forgot to box out that time.
Exactly 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Villanova by 7.
Villanova's good. A lot of maturity on the club. They had 10-11 Letterman return. Remember 3 or 4 excellent freshmen.
Brad Doherty knocked away by McLean, controlled by Pinckney. Gary McLean made the steal from the backside. Pinckney and a foul. I believe it was Pannone pushing.
Michael Jordan check in for Carolina.
Watch this. Watch Matt Doherty turn. He didn't box out.
On Pannone, his first and fifth team
Just comes right in, simple baby layup.
Volkwin, the senior from Rockville, Maryland. The foul was on Pannone, his first. Carolina trying to capitalize. Michael Jordan back into the game. Cecil Exum, number 50, in for the first time. Granger made the steal. And now it's Villanova's ball. It's their turn.
Boy, Stuart Granger has quick hands. Anything around him, he touches it or flips it away.
Tar Heels tough to beat at home, losing only 17 times in the last 163. Winning 9 out of 10 here at Carmichael. Pannone, nice pass to Pinckney. 19-10. Pinckney has 11 points. He's outscored Carolina.
Pinckney's putting on a dunking clinic.
Michael Jordan. Braddock. Jordan. Way short, but Perkins gets the rebound. Braddock threw it away. Cecil Exum was charging down the baseline.
Watch this pass now. Draws the man out and in for, I think, his third dunk of the game. A little bit too quick on the baseline.
19-10, a possible upset here in North Carolina. The conditions were ripe. You called it yesterday, Coach. Granger, Pannone. 8.5 minutes left in this first half. Villanova with the ball and a 9-point lead. McLean double team. There's Pinckney. Wide open Volkwin. No basket, charging against Volkwin.
Volkwin wants the basket to be good. Anytime a ref puts his hand behind his head, the basket is no good. Oh, it's an excellent pass again. Comes in, charges in. Now watch the ref, if we catch him, put his hand behind his head. Now anytime you see that, that means the basket is no good. Hey, that's good camera work.
It's as if you were calling the shots, Sal. 19-10 it remains with 8:17 left. Matt Doherty, 19-12. Doherty has 4 points.
Matt Doherty has to shoot sophomore. He's more of a role player, unselfish type, but they're laying off quite a bit on the wings.
He's not had a good year. Doherty from the floor, shooting just 42%.
Well, he had to learn to play off someone else. He's playing so much off James Worthy last year.
Dwayne McClain has returned to the Villanova lineup. Granger. Gary McClain, he doesn't spell his name the same as Dwayne McClain, 33. Canone, he uses the little jump hook of his own. He has 4 points, and it's 21-12 Villanova.
He doesn't thrill you with French pastry, but he gets the job done.
Perkins over Canone. 21-14, a football score with 7 minutes remaining in the first half.
Again, watch the turnover. Here comes a trap again. They'll double team here after the first pass, I believe. Let's see.
That's a great matchup. Stuart Granger with Michael Jordan on it.
Here comes a double team. See it develop. Villanova's waiting for it. Well coached.
To Pinckney. Dwayne McClain. Pinckney. Pinckney again.
Stay in there, Pinckney.
And finally, Michael Jordan. Villanova had 6 chances.
Michael Jordan's free.
Great fake. Dwayne McClain gets the foul.
21, Harold Presley checks back in for the Wildcats.
Looks like a little volleyball under here. If there's a difference at this time in the ball game, Villanova's quicker off their feet than the Tar Heels. Notice each time they're up a little bit faster. It seems that the Tar Heels are still in their Virginia game, which was a great win for them. After being 16 down, Dick, they won at the wire.
That was the 6th shot in that exchange by Villanova when Pannone missed and North Carolina finally rebounded. At the line is Michael Jordan for North Carolina. Mulquin comes back in, and Dwayne McClain goes out. Michael Jordan, that's a pretty heavy praise by you, Coach, to say that he could be the greatest player in Carolina history if he stays here 4 years. You're talking about a lot of great All-America talent in the past.
I hate to start to mention them. We'll be here tomorrow. How many great ones have come out? I'm not sure, but I think that Dean Smith has more ball players in the NBA than any other coach.
Let me just throw a few of the great ones at you. Phil Ford, Walter Davis, James Worthy, Bobby Jones, Bob McAdoo, Al Wood, Glenn Rosenbluth, Charlie Scott, Billy Cunningham, Larry Miller. On and on. It's been a parade of great talent. And Michael Jordan could well be the best of the lot.
One of the reasons he's so good, he plays off the offensive board. Remember that, kids out there, the offensive board.
6 minutes, 18 seconds. Hill, North Carolina. Carmichael Arena, auditorium, the scene. Villanova's Wildcats leading the defending national champion Tar Heels 21-16. Any impressions as we move to the 6-minute mark of this first half?
The impression I have that Carolina's going to come. You know, it's just you're here at Carmichael Auditorium, and you know that they very seldom lose here. You know that Villanova came down by a private plane last night, like Churchill says. They can invade the beaches and the streets. We shall never surrender and never surrender under any conditions. And but you still know, it's like Joe Louis, you still know that Carolina is Carolina, that you can't hide for 15 rounds. The big thing, and I'm repeating myself, is turnovers. Villanova cannot turn the ball over. They got to be patient.
Stay tuned. NBC Sports World to follow our action here from North Carolina. We have live boxing from Atlantic City and more of the marvelous figure skating from Landover, Maryland. And then the final round of the Hawaiian Open. McClain inside of Pannone, back to McClain. Short on the 20-footer, but Pannone rebounds. Inside of Pannone. Warren Martin covering him. McClain open again. Misses again. McClain gets it back. The offensive rebounding of Villanova has been remarkable.
As I said earlier, they're very quick.
5:31 left first half. Villanova leads by 5. Stuart Granger up the alley. And a foul before the shot as he made his drive. Jordan and Perkins rested briefly, come back in for North Carolina, and Ed Pinckney returns to the Villanova lineup.
Pinckney, Dick, has 6 sisters. And I asked him before the game, how did you get to the bathroom? He said, I get up real early.
Actually, he has 7. He is the only son in a family of 8. Hale and Pinckney, and there's Jordan. Loose ball. Michael Jordan finds it again.
Good play by Hale. I think he intentionally kicked that ball up.
21-18. Carolina pulls to within 3. Canone to Presley, and the freshman scores in a tough angle.
Coach Riley has worked against that pressure to handle it beautifully. Sitting in the 2-3 zone again.
Presley's first points giving Villanova their 5-point lead once again. 4:45 left in the first half. We'll take you back to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Another brief but beautiful visit to God's country at halftime.
Put it up, Hale. You're open.
Perkins.
Oh, that's a tough shot. You know, he makes it look so easy. And that's a difficult. Wow. I think he made that from 3-point area. Watch how soft he is. He takes a step out. No effort. No straining of the muscles. Look, he's relaxed. He's walking over. A couple of easy slaps of his hand. Just like a piece of cake.
And he draws the foul from Canone. Canone's second, and here the 3-point effort by Perkins. And Carolina is down by only 2 points.
And the enemy, the 6th man, the crowd enters the game. Also the band.
4 minutes remaining in the half. Stewart Granger. Rebound Perkins. And Carolina has a chance to tie. Doherty. Jordan. Perkins.
I'd give it a timeout, Coach, right? Yeah. I'd call a timeout, pal. That crowd's going bananas.
Canone misses an easy layup, and Carolina looking for the first lead. No basket. A whistle traveling North Carolina.
That was real traveling. He took 2 giant steps.
Here's Perkins tying it with a slam dunk. Timeout with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first half. Carolina's even for the first time since the opening tip. Chapel Hill, North Carolina, where the #1 team in the country, the Tar Heels, and Villanova are tied at 23. Just into the game, Frank Dobbs misses. Carolina on the baseline, out of bounds to Villanova. Doherty's foot was on the line. Frank Dobbs in for the first time, 6'4.5" junior from Pittsburgh. He wears number 44.
Not bashful the first time he touched the ball, away it went.
Knocked out of bounds by Perkins. Oh, they give it to North
Big act
Carolina.
by Dean Smith. Unbelievable. He stole that one. He looked at the officials, started clapping, pointing the other way. And I think, obviously, his size and coaching might affect the officials' thinking.
It looked like Perkins knocked it out of bounds. Michael Jordan inside to Perkins. Knocked away, and Perkins gets it back.
Remarkable thing about Perkins, he gets it back with no effort.
The fact that he probably was fouled and still didn't look back looking for a whistle. He went after the ball and got it back for his team. Stolen by McLean. Granger.
The Lone Ranger.
And a foul on Matt Doherty. Got him with a body. steal by Gary McLean, number 22.
Now he kicks it up to the Lone Ranger. I thought he was going to be on a solo, but Matt caught him.
Well, it looked like he got a
Here's Granger on the line. 2 shots.
Granger will shoot a deuce. That's the first free throw miss of the game, and it remains tied at 23.
He's a very excitable player. If he gets off good, he gets a flow going, a streak going, he's an All-American.
2:24 left in the half. North Carolina has not led in this game. A basket would do it.
Get the ball to Sam, and maybe you get your first lead.
Michael Jordan. Matt Doherty, they left him alone. Brad Doherty, and Ed Pinckney rebounds for Villanova. Here come the Cats. Quick move by McLean, setting up Mulquin.
Watch this McLean, he's like a water bucket. He just up-tempos everything. Extremely quick. Look at that.
Oh, Michael Jordan got him on the wrist.
No way, Michael. You're not off him, you're not going to steal the ball.
First foul on Jordan. 1:37 left in this first half. Roland Massimino, graduate of University of Vermont. Now in his 10th year at Villanova. Granger outside to McLean.
North Carolina in a 1-3-1 zone. The big guy in the middle. Look at the spread of him. Oh, he takes a lot of ground up. See his arms raised in the middle there.
24-23, Villanova leads. Are they going to go for the last shot here with a minute 10 left?
No, it's too much time left. They're on an uptick. Just to play in a nice pocket zone.
Like McLean got hammered, but it's out of bounds to Villanova.
He thought himself he should have got a foul shot.
That is not the time remaining. 56 seconds remain. 56 seconds officially.
Ooh.
That's Michael Jordan.
Did you see that? Oh, they call him for palming. Dean doesn't like that. On the bench, both coaches are up. Riley now is calling for one shot. Dean saying he was pushed off. Watch this steal. Just watch how quick he does it. Now, Dean believes he was pushed after he steals it. Watch him. He steals it here. He thought right there that Stewart pushed him. Now, the ref on the other side had a good view of it, calling for palming. They're going to try to go for one shot. They'll spread it out. There is too much time left for one shot, I believe. Carolina will try to trap, which they're doing now. That means 2 men on the ball. If he kills his dribble. Here he comes. See that? Here's the trap.
McLean with 30 seconds. Granger with 28. Dobbs with 27.
Constantly try to come around the blind side and kick the ball out, the Tar Heels. In a few seconds, I feel they'll settle back into a zone.
15 seconds. 24-23 Villanova. And now Massimino says, go to work. Go after it. Granger. Have to hurry. Mulquin. Blocked by Perkins. And that is the end of a most interesting first half here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Villanova led throughout. Build a 9-point lead. Dean Smith looking for a charge.
Sam gets up in sections.
26-23 Villanova.
Now watch any place that Sam Perkins goes, there'll be men around him.
Jordan inside, and a foul reaching in on Pinckney. And Pinckney has his first.
That should not be a two-shot foul. I think he blew. Oh, it is a two-shot foul. Excuse me. I thought he blew it before he went to the basket.
First team foul.
Carolina with their free throw huddle. And at the line, Michael Jordan.
Jordan gets 2 shots.
From Wilmington, North Carolina. Said he's produced some fine passers as well as shooters. Sonny Jurgensen, Roman Gabriel, 2 great NFL quarterbacks, did their high school work in Wilmington. Smith last night. He said he didn't believe that Jordan could get that much better. He was so outstanding as a freshman, and just every day he seems to improve.
I tried to pin Dean Smith down and say, when you leave basketball, what do you want to do? But then I finally said, 10 years from now, Dean, when you leave basketball, what do you want to do? He still wouldn't answer.
I don't think he wants to give up the reins. He loves being on that bench. Unknown, Perkins with a near steal. 1 minute gone, second half. Villanova with a 1-point lead. North Carolina has never led. Unknown. Good move by the senior. He knew that Perkins was coming. He shot the ball immediately. 8 points for Pannone. Jordan can't hit it. Here come the Wildcats. Inside to Pinckney. Can't hit. Matt Doherty rebounds. Now they'll attack the 2-3 zone. Braddock is open at the top. Jordan. Back to Braddock. He's the only senior on this Carolina team, Braddock. Shoot it. You've got to shoot from the top of the key. Now, in the ACC, that would have been 3 points. I don't think come next year you'll see any of these 3-point plays. 28-27. Villanova's lead cut to 1 on Braddock's first points of the game. 2 minutes, 15 seconds gone in the second half. Nickname Granger. Boy, Perkins threw up a roadblock. Nice move by Gary McLean. It's 30-27 Villanova. First points for Gary McLean.
Wildcat basket by Gary McLean.
Got to cover him, man. You can't let him shoot from there. I can make him from there.
Braddock gets a kind bounce. It's 30-29 with 3 minutes gone. Second half.
Carolina puts a little pressure up court. Just missed it. Ooh.
Perkins got a piece of Pannone and the foul.
That was a tickle foul. Dean didn't like it. Here's a shake and bake move right here. Wow, did he leave him in left field. Now up and over the Condor.
Perkins has his second foul. Villanova with a 1-point lead. Lays it in. Granger, the trigger man. Oops, almost turned it over. Presley recovers. Nice pass to McLean. And a good feed to Presley. Blocked by Perkins. Rejected.
Rowley wanted goaltending. Ref is right. Rowley, I think, is wrong.
Granger traveled, and Carolina again will have a chance to take the lead.
Excellent passing here. There it is.
Pretty close.
I thought it was an excellent ball.
Doherty. Michael Jordan. You knew it'd be Jordan. His basket gives Carolina its first lead.
Now they want to get a run. Very important basket for the Wildcats right here. Looks like they're near Panic City with their ball handling. Settle down. All right, now they can settle down. They get the ball in the right guy's hands. Listen,
McLean pushing.
Sent a nice pick Braddock that time with Mandari coming around him. McLean pushed.
And we have a timeout. 15 minutes and 3 seconds remaining.
Official timeout.
Villanova lost its lead for the first time at 31-30. The Cats came back to score 4 and lead by 3.
Get over the double. Snowy J. 3 out of bounds play. What the hell we doing? We're supposed to screen away and run this. Then you get caught going out here. Relax, guys. Take it easy. As soon as the ball comes down here, they're going to come against you. You got to make yourself a bit. Let's run the zero.
That was recorded at the timeout. I like it when a coach is crazy himself and he's telling his players, relax, take it easy.
I wonder what would happen if he didn't have any hands.
Boy, he was moving those little magnets like it was the shell game.
What he was saying is a double team and then take the outlet passes, cut them off. Let's see if they do. They catch a guy in the corner, they'll double team him.
Warren Martin, number 54, is in for Carolina. And, oh, what a save by Martin. And Jordan scores. It's 34-33. Warren Martin had lost it out of bounds and was able to extend that left arm and bat it right to Jordan, who always seems to be in the right spot. Jordan has a dozen. Hickney, Granger. Nice pass to Granger.
Too much timber in there, Granger. You got to move out.
Canone. Rebound, Hickney. Oh, traveling. He got shoved around. Looked like Hickney got knocked down, and they called traveling.
Watch Jordan. He reaches all the way out. It's like the Empire State Building growing 5 more floors. Jordan ended up with a simple basket off of it, but give the credit to Warren.
Meanwhile, we have an injury. Stuart Granger being helped up. Let's see how it happened. Granger, number 10. Here's Pinckney. And they called that traveling. And Granger apparently is okay.
Coach Massimino is speaking to the Big Ten official.
Number 33 is going to check in for the Wildcats.
Oh, North Carolina trailing 34-33 will get the ball. Dwayne McLean comes in to replace Granger.
2-3 zone. They're faking a point, but it's not there. Braddock, move over right about there. Stay there, Braddock.
Jordan. Rebound, Pinckney. 13:45 remaining. Villanova leading top-rated North Carolina by 1. Carolina's won 18 in a row. Presley can't hit. Warren Martin rebounds. This is Braddock. Perkins. And it'll be Villanova's ball, I believe.
No, it's called walking. When you dive for a ball, Dick, if you turn over, they call it walking. If you stay in one position, they won't call it walking.
Possession to Villanova. Stuart Granger.
Watch, he dives for the ball and he turns over. Are they calling the jump ball?
Placing Dwayne McLean.
No, I don't think it's a jump ball, Dick. I think it's called walking, so it has to be Villanova's. Yes.
All right, and the arrow is pointing toward Villanova, so they would get the ball next on a dual possession.
No, they call that walking.
No, they don't, because they just changed the arrow the other way, so they did call that a dual possession. They just
No, watch it right for change.
Give me credit. 34-33 Villanova. Granger back in the game. This is Granger with a good fake. And look at Hickney, but it's taken away by Jordan. And Hickney's hurt. Braddock, or Doherty. And he says Doherty used both hands on the dribble. It's a turnover, and at the other end, Hickney is down. He was holding his ankle
Yeah, his foot, when he came down, Dick, he came down on the side of his foot, I believe.
So often you get the turned ankle. It's a common basketball injury, and Jake Nevin, the veteran trainer there, hoping that that's all it is and not something more serious.
Watch it come down now. He grabs his foot, then he hits the floor. He has to go down. Can't keep his balance.
He's in pain. Boy, that's a valuable property for Villanova, and it appears to be quite serious. The championship attitude here at North Carolina. Fans, in some places you hear a different kind of reaction when a star player, the opposition is hurt. Healthy round of applause for Pinckney.
You know, it's worth the price of admission just to see Pinckney play against Sam Perkins.
All for the set for Pinckney.
Ed Pinckney, leading scorer and rebounder for Villanova in that first half, and in pain, now being attended to on the sidelines.
He had a tough break earlier in the season. During his knee went out on him. He missed quite a bit of the early practices. I asked him before the game, did this affect your play this year? He says, no, just about at 100% now.
Number 25, Mike Mulquin, the senior, replaces Pinckney. Ranger 2-on-1. Nice pass to Mulquin. And foul is on Jordan. His second. Jordan motioning. He thought that Mulquin pushed off with his free arm.
Cleared from the inside arm. Michael Jordan sometimes jumps over your head. See his inside arm pushing on Michael Jordan. Left arm. Here's another angle of it.
Second team foul.
Climb, Michael, climb. Look at you.
2 shots.
He's beautiful to watch. And he took his man, made sure he didn't score, came over and picked up the other. Mulquin looking for his third point of the game. Villanova. Braddock. And the senior from Chattanooga, Tennessee, ties it at 35. 12 and a half minutes left.
He seems to always come through when the chips are down. Had him a couple of times this year. He plays like a pro. Pressure on Villanova right now. Looks like the ball is going to John Pannone. Scores tied.
Mulquin and the senior hits over Brad Doherty. 37-35 Villanova. Less than 12 minutes left.
They won't crack.
Position on Jordan, and he needed it.
They got a lot of body to get in position.
It was hit by one of the Carolina players with the leg. Steve Hale returns to the Carolina lineup. Braddock goes out, and with that we have a timeout. 11 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. The visitors from Villanova lead top-rated Carolina 37-30. Follow our action from North Carolina. And then after the boxing and figure skating, out to Hawaii for the climax of what has been a most interesting Hawaiian Open. 3 men, Fiore, Aoki, and Hefner, who has been the leader of the first 3 rounds, tied for the lead. At the start of action today with Peter Jacobs with just a shot back and 2 more tied, 2 behind the leaders. Stay with us on NBC, a full Sunday of sports activity. It's 37-35, Villanova leading here at North Carolina, 11:24 left. Pinckney's back in the game. That's good news for Villanova. Pinckney's back. They taped the ankle. Jerry McClain, and that Jordan is all over and finally committed the foul. His he a hawk?
God, he just stays on top of you. He's like a blanket.
It was that kind of play that led to the steal and the winning basket against Virginia Thursday night.
And you know, when everything's going right for his sophomore year, well, sophomore year, he made the big shot in New Orleans last year to give North Carolina and Dean Smith his first NCAA championship. But everything seems to be going right for the young guy.
Not only is he a great offensive weapon, averaging over 19 points a game, that's tops in the Atlantic Coast Conference, but he is such a superb defensive player. McLean to Pinckney, and he tried to hit Pannone, and who got in the way? Michael Jordan.
You know, surprisingly, and a lot of times people drop things on me. Surprisingly, how you doing there, little girl? The most valuable player in the ACC, they're trying to push Jordan over Sampson. But I think NC, no contest. I could be wrong.
You're saying that Sampson is still the MVP.
Oh, yeah.
Gary McLean hits from the side, and that gives Villanova a 4-point lead. 6 for McLean, a non-starter. Michael Jordan. Oh, my!
Stays in the air, takes a 45-degree turn towards the basket. Smooth, no effort.
Villanova. Pinckney with a rebound, and the foul by Hale saved a sure slam two-pointer by Pinckney. He was gathering himself to go up for 2. Let's go back to Jordan. This is one of the beautiful plays of the year. This is ballet.
It doesn't look difficult, but it is. A pass was thrown to him. He was in the air, and he stayed, turned his body 45 degrees.
Yes, caught the tail end of it. Unfortunately, we didn't see him leaping in the air to catch the pass. Never came down. Hit it cleanly. 39-37. Pannone. Oh, nice move. And then a block by Martin. Pannone gets it back. John Pannone has 12.
Hard-nosed player. Blue collar, stays there all the time. Digs. Be a great football player.
9:50 remaining. Villanova by 4 here in Chapel Hill. Boy, that Massimino, he's up on the bench, on the sidelines, all the way to midcourt, coaching with his hands, his body. Whistle away from the ball on Mulquin. Quite in contrast to the demeanor of Dean Smith, who seems so calm, although occasionally the head coach of Carolina will get to his feet as he is now.
Usually Dean Smith only has to jump once to equal Massimino jumping 6 times. That wasn't nice to say, was it?
But no, but I know what you were saying. The veteran coach, all he has to do is wipe his brow sometimes. And the younger coach,
he has to work a little bit harder.
Yep.
Nice ball movement here against the matchup zone.
41-37, Carolina trailing. Villanova with 9:10 remaining, and Perkins is fouled. Pinckney or Pannone? Pannone, his 3rd. John Pannone's 3rd.
Fouls on John.
I guess we're going to get that Jordan shot after all. Here it is. Watch how he catches the ball in midair.
Turns around, faces the basket. Smooth. You see the wrist at the end? Fish hook of the wrist. It's like a clinic watching him play.
It wouldn't be until we could compare it to another player trying it that you would realize how difficult. Perkins misses that jump hook, and Stuart Granger rebounds for Villanova. And the Wildcats hunting for the scalp of number 1. Lead by 4, less than 9 minutes left. Granger, foul on Perkins with the leg. Sam Perkins has his 3rd.
Fouls on Sam Perkins, his 3rd.
A lot of time left, has to be careful. Again, this was almost like what we call a tickle foul. Very gentle touch. Watch when he gets over here. See that?
Meanwhile, Ed Pinckney, limping, has left the game. That ankle bothering him. So he's on the sidelines for Villanova. Presley back in, the freshman. That's Presley with the ball.
Seems to me that Villanova spread it out more. I think it's too early to spread it out. They got the right rhythm. Stay with it. Keep hammering in there. Work the offensive board. You must get the second and third shot. They're changing the rhythm. I think it's too soon to change the rhythm. To change the big M. Carolina's going to man-to-man. They forced them out of their zone. Dean immediately went to the man-to-man. They're losing. They got to create play. Backdoor. Get the ball in the little guy's hands. This guy right.
Presley.
McLean. That's the kid they wanted to have the ball. He's the water bug again. He's the scooter.
Exactly 8 minutes left. 41-37. Pannone with a good feed from Presley. And Martin blocked him on the baseline.
With a 4-point lead, it's too soon. Villanova to pull up. You got to go to the basket. Go to the goal.
Inside to Presley. And Harold Presley from Mystic, Connecticut has 4 points. Braddock. Villanova up by 6 and a steal by Granger. Great feed. Gary McLean and Villanova leads by 8. Timeout, North Carolina.
Yeah, Dean jumped in with a quick timeout. He kissed that one off the glass.
A major upset budding here in Chapel Hill as Villanova leads top-rated North Carolina by 8. 7 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the game. And here's that last hoop by Gary McLean to give Villanova the 8-point advantage. To Scipion from Atlantic City. They say if Frank Fletcher wins that bout, he'll get a match with a champion, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Here it's an 8-point Villanova lead, and there's one of the greats of college basketball, Frank McGuire, his wife Jane. Frank, who led Carolina 1957, an undefeated 32-0 team to the national championship. He was your coach at St. John's.
He's a man's man. Once he calls you friend, you got a friend for life. Happy birthday to his wife. Her birthday was yesterday.
Frank, now a college basketball consultant with Madison Square Garden, and will be in the Garden next Sunday as DePaul meets St. John's, the Redmen, who are having a fantastic year under Lou Carnesecca.
They are for real.
Eight-point lead, 7 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, and Carolina now under the pressure of having to score.
You're in Jordan Perkins time right now.
Braddock, they left him alone, and he misses, but Brad Doherty fouled by Mulquin. Doherty had position. Mulquin committed the foul, his third.
Might have been a good foul. Brad Doherty had all he wanted. He had the inside position.
His third.
The shot comes off the rim.
Team foul.
Watch Brad on the inside there. No way to stop him. He leans on him, gives a little bit of a push. Save the basket.
Brad Doherty, who enrolled here at North Carolina as a 16-year-old freshman. He's just turned 17. He's done a fine job for Dean Smith, averaging 8 points a game. Dean Smith says that's a 2-shot foul. He was in the act of shooting, and Dean Smith is absolutely right. You saw the replay. Mulquin pushed from behind as Doherty took the shot.
It's a 2-shot foul. It'll work out.
I'm not so certain.
Let's show him the replay. There's Guttridge, the coach, to the left, one of the assistants.
Steve Hale's going to come in for Carolina.
Boy, they're not going to give a 2-shot foul there.
No, they're going to give it out of bounds to Carolina. They say the foul before the shot, but boy, it didn't look that way from our replays. Here it is.
Watch, we're cranking it here. Now watch Brad go up and get the rebound. Now he comes down. He doesn't come down. He leaves it. Yeah, it has to be a 2-shot foul.
We'll see how it works out for North Carolina. Less than 7 minutes remaining. Michael Jordan. And Pinckney back in the game, rebounds, and he's fouled by Doherty. Brad Doherty commits his third foul. And suddenly, Villanova and Roland Massimino's Cats with an 8-point lead and the ball.
Psychologically, they have North Carolina State right. You know, they come down here through the snow, like I said earlier, Winston Churchill and, you know, winds of war. I know why everybody's so upset about that program. United States wins. So
you know the ending all along, didn't you?
but they just had a big win over Virginia.
For Villanova, they have the motivation of trying to beat the #1 team, and Carolina, understandably, and Dean Smith said it last night, I don't know how I can convince my kids that this is a very good team and they can't remember Virginia. Virginia's history. 6.5 minutes left. A basket for Villanova would give them a 10-point lead. They've outscored Carolina 10-2 since the game was tied at the 12.5-minute mark. So Carolina's scored only 2 points in 6 minutes.
Carolina obviously has to play man-to-man. This kid's too quick for Hale. He'll take him to the laundry if he wants to on a 1-on-1 with a clear out.
Stuart Granger has Braddock, Canone, and Matt Doherty.
Got to be more active, North Carolina. You need the ball 4 times to tie.
5:45 left, as you can see. Villanova 45, North Carolina 37. Canone to Granger. Granger sees some daylight and gives it to Mulquin for the basket. It's a 10-point Villanova lead with 5.5 minutes left.
Sitting in the matchup zone. This is the man that has to get the ball.
Van Doherty to Jordan. Michael Jordan, he has 16.
Now pressure up court. This is where the Cats had to be very patient.
Granger, lightning quick.
Dean Smith is a pro at working the clock.
5 minutes left. Gary McLean, he turned down the 15-footer into Canone. And the Cats are playing it safe.
Sam can't be too aggressive. He has 3 personal fouls on the rest of them can't. They're trying to get the ball into John Panone's hands, so Sam has to play him man-to-man.
8-point Villanova lead. North Carolina with an 18-game winning streak in jeopardy at home.
A lot of time left. But Dean wants the timeout of the substitution to reset his defense.
Villanova has had the ball exactly a minute now without shooting.
They're in what we call 4C, which that gentleman on the left invented, the 4 corners. Get trapped right there.
Beautiful ball movement. Now the steal. It was Perkins. And who gets the foul? Blocking against McLean.
McLean's taking a justifiably blow there. He's tired.
Second foul on him. He thought that he had made a good defensive move. 6 team fouls on each club, so both teams will be in the bonus. 3:54 remaining. Villanova leading here at North Carolina, 47-39. 3:54 remaining. Villanova leads by 8. There's a potential problem electronically. The 2 clocks at the end of the arena say 3:53. The one at center court says 3:54, a 1-second difference. Let's keep that in mind. We hope they catch up with one another.
If Carolina scores this time, let's watch the pressure up court that they'll put on Villanova.
Sam Perkins. Matt Doherty. From now on, all fouls will send a man to the free throw line. Both teams will be in the bonus. Michael Jordan. Remarkable midair control by Jordan. It's 47-41. He has 18.
Here comes the pressure. Watch all the Carolina guys up. They're looking to double team now. Get it over the 10-second line, Villanova. Now put your double team on North Carolina.
Stuart Granger. Back out to Gary McLean. Clock ticking down. 3:09, 3:08 left. 6-point lead for Villanova.
There's the pitch again. Oh, they've been waiting for this. Looks like Villanova worked on this for a few days.
Granger. Mulquin. Move could save it.
Kick it back out again. Regroup, North Carolina. Find your men and start the action again. You got to get the man-to-man. Now you look for your double team. It'll come in a second.
North Carolina has led only once in the entire game. That was at 31-30 here in the second half. The game was tied at 35, and then Villanova jumped out 12-2 to lead 47-37. That lead cut to 47-41. Here's Michael Jordan.
Drives towards the middle, gets inside traffic, gets his balance.
You know, when he shoots, the basket looks twice as large as when all the rest of them gun it.
Might be a rain barrel when he shoots.
Now the difference in the clock is 2 seconds. 2:37 at midcourt, 2:35 at the ends. I think the official clock is the one at center court. Gary McLean. Oh, that's an important free throw. He now has 9 points off the bench. McLean. 2:37 at midcourt. And the one at the end is 2:35.
All this kid needs is more playing time. He's a very vocal player.
I believe the official clock is the one at center court. That's the one we're going to use. 8-point Villanova lead with 2.5 minutes left. Braddock. The senior Braddock nails a 20-footer, and it's 49-43. He has 8 points.
Everybody up court again, trying to get that turnover. Here comes the pressure.
Granger gets it down court. Mulquin all alone, and he misses the layup. It was Jordan who made the defensive play.
On the money, Dick. You looked over at Jordan that time and recocked.
Less than 2 minutes remaining.
Still won't let Sam Perkins get alone.
6-point lead. Perkins makes it 49-45.
Timeout, stop the clock. Dean Smith's a pro at this. It'll take us a half hour to play the next minute and 46 seconds.
The noise is all Carolina. They've cut the lead to 4.
Bring the game down to a white knuckler. Watch Michael Jordan intimidate Mulquin here. Just dropped his head.
Jordan, who has once again been the peripatetic tar heel, offensively and defensively. He's leading all scorers with 18. He's made several superb defensive plays. And now Villanova's lead, once at 10, is down to 4 with 1:46 left, and Villanova calls time. They couldn't get the ball in.
See what happens. Dean Smith does not guard the guy bringing the ball in bounds. Coach Massimino has 5 timeouts left. He says if we can't get the ball in bounds, you have a wild card. That means you can call the timeout yourself, which McLean did.
Villanova, ranked 12th coming in, 49. Top-rated Carolina, 45. 1:46 remaining.
On the home of great
vote this morning, Carolina first. We got all but one first-place vote. Las Vegas remaining unbeaten. Then Indiana, Virginia, Houston, St. John's. We'll see them next week against DePaul. Louisville 7th, Arkansas 8th, Missouri 9th, UCLA losing at Oregon State drops to 10th. That's the top 10. Here it's 49-45, and Carolina pressuring the ball. They have a 2-on-1. Mike Mulquin. Oh! Almost deflected. McLean. It's 1:35 left, as you can see.
What they're doing, they'll put a man in the middle and a person in each one of the corners. They'll spread it out, try to make it one-on-one. Carolina can't let too much time go by without fouling.
Wide open. And the foul is on Cecil Exum. That prevented the dunk.
It could be a technical foul for holding that rim, but no, you're right. You're allowed to hold the rim if someone's coming at you.
Yes, he was protecting himself on this one. He would have been flipped otherwise.
Yeah, that's allowed. That's legal.
That helped him catch his midair balance, or he'd have gone right over on his back.
To protect yourself from injury, if you're up there with contact, you can hold on to the rim. Look at these guys, their heads and shoulders above the rim.
Dwayne McLean has only 2 points in the game. 1 minute, 16 seconds left. This is the big one that would put Villanova into an odd lead, a 5-point lead.
Plus, Carolina needs the ball 3 times if he makes this. If not, they only need it twice.
50-45 with 1:16 left.
Obviously, Villanova will sit in the zone, try to stop the ball into Perkins. They want the ball in Jordan's hands or Perkins. Braddock can take the outside shot. Lost it too much.
We're in the final minute. Steve Hale's pass intercepted by Dwayne McClain. And the immediate foul.
You cannot pass the ball unless the defensive man comes up to you.
Sam Perkins wisely stopped the clock with a quick foul, but he also picked up his 4th personal. And Roland Massimino may be on the verge of one of his most important victories ever in his 11 years now at Villanova.
Would UNLV become number 1, Dick?
Well, they have to be. They're unbeaten if North Carolina loses. But they haven't lost yet, and there's 59 seconds. Dwayne McClain gives Villanova a 6-point lead. 51-45.
Villanova bench is up. They're excited. Ball players are clapping. There's time left. Anytime there's time left, and Dean Smith's the coach, you got to be careful.
52-45. Now Carolina hurrying. Braddock hits it. Timeout with 53 seconds. 52, that's unofficial. 53 is official. So Villanova leading by 5, 52-47. A lot of Villanova fans in Atlantic City keeping their eyes and ears on this one. Let's go to Marv Albert.
So they say they got to hit a couple of bombs to that guy's left eye and reopen that cut, and the animal's going to do this. You know, it's like a crazy world. I guess different strokes for different folks.
Well, and after that, the subtlety, the elegance, the beauty and grace of figure skating, also on Sports World, and then the pressure of trying to hit that little white ball and knock it in the hole and par or better as the Hawaiian Open concludes from Honolulu. That's all following this game from North Carolina, where Dean Smith's Tar Heels trail by 5, 53 seconds left. Turned it over, and then Perkins lost it out of bounds. That was the break Carolina was looking for.
Now listen up, gang. There are 4 guys playing man-to-man. The wild card is Michael Jordan. If we can get to keep the camera on Michael Jordan.
That's Jordan on the far side, the farthest away from us.
Oh, they got the ball in. They will attack any place they can. All right, there's 7 seconds, 6, foul.
Michael Jordan committed the foul, his 4th, and that'll send Pannone to the line at the other end. And John Pannone is an excellent free throw shooter. He hits over 81%.
Almost too clear. It's almost like a guy intercepting a ball in the NFL and hits him right in the numbers, and he'll drop it.
Perkins won't make that mistake very often. Pannone at the line. I guess if Massimino wanted any one player at the free throw line in this situation, it would be John Pannone.
He is normally a prime-time player. He has deceptive quickness. And the bear went good.
53-47. 47 seconds left. In the bank, 7 points the lead for Villanova. 45 seconds left. Jordan. Oh, that was a nice play by McClain. He kept it alive on the rebound by knocking it away from Carolina. Moquin. And this one is going to go to Villanova. 30 seconds left. Villanova leads by 9, and they're celebrating already. What an excited group of kids from the Philadelphia area. Braddock makes the bucket, but with 21 seconds left, it will take one of Dean Smith's most incredible miracles to pull out a victory.
It's curtains. It's all she wrote. It's over. Rowley has probably the greatest win in his 11-year career at the main line.
Look at that Villanova bench. It's a beehive around Massimino.
Here he goes in.
Not only makes the basket, but watch him celebrate all the way to the other end. That's what it's all about.
Jump again. This guy's jumping too. Looks like he got springs. That's it. One more time.
That is what it's all about.
Hey, it was only a layup, fella. And here's the other side of it. Sadness. But they are number 1. They had a great victory on Thursday night. I had a sneaky feeling that they were almost too high. They were still thinking about beating the great Ralph Stick Sampson.
And this is one of the best teams in the country. You said it yesterday, and although they're ranked in the second 20, Riley Massimino's club 16-4, well-coached seniors, good talent, speed. They play both ends well. A team that's going to have its chance in the upcoming tournament. No question.
They got an outside Papa buying that suntan lotion for Albuquerque. He's looking up at the clock and he's saying, hey, no three-point play. Dean is thinking, well, I'm glad it's not an ACC game.
21 seconds remaining. Doherty knocks it out of bounds.
Look at North Carolina. Don't give up. Dean Smith hangs in there right to the end.
Now they have Perkins on Pannone on the inbounds pass. Just did get it to McLean, and there was Jordan out of bounds off the foot of Granger, and Jordan made the play again.
Dean Smith could possibly make me a liar again. But no, you got a 7-point spread with 18 seconds.
Well, that was a lot of activity for 1 second to go off the clock.
He's a pro, and remember I told you about 3 minutes ago it would take us a half hour.
56-49. 7-point Villanova lead. Braddock. Jordan. Michael Jordan again. He leads all scorers with 20 and a timeout. 12 seconds remaining. A 5-point lead. 56-51.
No timeouts left for North Carolina.
More great furlong of a great race here on NBC today. Sports World following figure skating, the World Professional Figure Skating Championship. Janet Lynn, one of the greatest in that sport, will be one of the many featured performers today. There'll be Fletcher and Scipion live middleweight boxing from Atlantic City with a possible middleweight championship opportunity for Fletcher on the line, and then the finale of the Hawaiian Open to follow Sports World. Coordinating producer of NBC's basketball is George Finkel. Telecast of today's game produced by Kenneth Edmondson, directed by Harry Coyle. I want to wish Peggy Coyle, Harry's wife, a happy birthday today. Technical director Steve Semino, halftime producer David Neal, associate director Joe Michaels. The long pass to McLean, and he loses it. Hale comes up with it.
Oh, there are no timeouts left.
Jordan. Rebound Pannone, and he's fouled by Doherty. And Pannone knew he'd be fouled. He just embraced the ball, and now they embrace each other. Our most valuable players in the middle of that embrace, John Pannone of Villanova, will receive a plaque in recognition of his being selected game MVP. And how can you pick him over Michael Jordan, who is equally deserving? Chevrolet will donate $1,000 to be shared equally by the general scholarship funds of both these schools in honor of their participation in today's game. Sam Perkins gets it in, and that's it. The ball game is over. The final score, Villanova 56, North Carolina 53, one of this year's biggest upsets. It goes to Villanova.